Good morning. I had a dream this morning. Well, sort of, kind of. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Um, it was very extensive, and I don't know what it made it so impactful, other than the Spirit of God. But I was fully there. I think sometimes whenever we have experiences in the Spirit, it's almost like there's a part of us that remains with the part that's living out this life, and then there's the part that goes with Jesus. All of me went with Jesus, and I was fully there, fully aware. So anyways, let me get into the dream. I was driving a car, and there was a person that I had picked up, and she was sitting in the back seat, and I was like, she was so mad at me. And I was like, well, I don't even know who this chick is, and she's just so mad at me already. I'm like, dang, okay, well, I'm supposed to drive her, so let her be mad. I don't know. I'm not supposed to interact with her. I'm just supposed to drive her. So she was in the back seat, and she was, I don't know, all of her actions, her movements, her flow was just laced with anger. She was just so mad. And I was like, okay, all right. So I just kept on driving, and we came to an impasse, and we were driving, and I almost, well, no, I'm thinking about there 2 times. I guess there were 2 times. I got out the first time and adjusted the stuff in the back seat, and she was mad at me for that, whatever. And I got back in the front seat, and I started driving, and I realized it was really, really dark, and I couldn't see. And I got out again, and I saw that I almost hit a car. I got back in, and I heard this giggling in the back. But I knew that it wasn't that girl. And I just kept driving. I decided to not pay attention, and I just kept driving. From then on, my entire focus was on where I was supposed to be, what I was supposed to be doing, and not paying attention to who was riding with me or anything. Just focused on flow. So I started driving forward, and it was all dark. And I was beginning to see light, and I was going into this dark tunnel, and I was like, oh, so we're going in the tunnel. Okay, we're going in the tunnel. So we're going into this tunnel. And as I started going into this tunnel, I realized we're going down. This was a deep, dark tunnel. And I was like, I don't veer to the right, I don't veer to the left, I just keep flowing. And as I was flowing, the Spirit of God was leading me and led me right to the light. And I was like, wait, that's not your light. Okay, but I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to have an opinion. I'm just going to keep going. We went full blown into this, and there's this one particular place where it was zigzagged, the whole tunnel. You know, normally they try to get like a circular no, this was like zigzag, like they had taken pickaxes and they just kept picking at it and picking at it and picking at it until they made a hole. And at the end, there was this, it was all lit up. It was just like a normal place. But I recognized it as false light. I was like, okay. And this car, I love vehicles in the Spirit because they just zip, zip, zip. They just get you wherever you need to go. And you're like, well, that's not even possible. But okay, in the Spirit it is, because I don't know, there's no matter. There's no matter in love. So when I got there, I got out of the car, and they were these two women, I know them from a previous experience in my life, but I'm just going to tell you the definition of their name in just a second. But what I saw was on one side, it was all stuff, like, like, I want to say like toys, and I don't know that I saw furniture. It just looked like stuff. When you had almost like a yard sale. When you go into a yard sale, everything has been used. Nothing is new. But if you want some, you could buy it for like 50 cents. That's what it looked like. It was all like yard sale stuff. This whole room was filled with yard sale stuff. And on the other side, I knew that there was a kitchen there because I saw this huge, newly built brick oven. I was like, okay. So as soon as I had observed the whole scene, my car suddenly appeared on the other side. I got in and got out. And when I came out, there was the ocean. And it's important that you know all this stuff. Okay. So, well, I know what the first name means. I'm going to pause this for a minute and look at I can't pause it.